think I need to do a challenge. I think I need to do a food challenge. Because I'm a little bit, a lot. A raw vegan food challenge might be good. Maybe a month. What do you reckon? A month? I'm looking forward to a fresh start with the training on Monday. We're going to do a MAF program, and we're also going to do our raw vegan challenge for a month, which will be tough, but we both need it. It'll be good just to detox and clean out. We need a good clean out. That's what he wanted to say.
I was going to say clean out, but I thought cleanse would be better.
How long until Tarawera? It's in February.
I think I worked out it was about 15 weeks to Tarawera.
Right, so a bit of MAF until then, and then we'll see what the rest of the year holds next year. Just enjoying one of our final bevies before our big month of detox.
Talked previously about food intake when you're not running. I've had 3 weeks off now, resting the ankle again, and I was pretty good for the first couple of weeks, but the past week here in Melbourne, to watch and support Trish in the marathon and then to spend some time down on the farm, I've just really fallen off the wagon, and I haven't heeded my own advice, and that was, when you're not running as much as you normally do, you need to adjust your food intake, and I haven't done that. There's been too much pizza, there's been too much pasta, too much alcohol, too much biscuits, too much of everything, and I can feel that I've just ballooned out. I feel really heavy. Can't wait to start running again in the next couple of days. I feel like I've put on a fair bit of weight this past week, especially just wearing my pants, and I've lost a whole size basically in my belt. So it's brought me to the point where not only am I going to follow the MAF method when I return to running in the next couple of days, but I'm also going to really change my diet.
No hot coffee.
Quite drastically.
No hot meals in the evening.
Over the next month.
No cheeses.
I'm going to regularly weigh myself. I'm going to regularly take my waist measurement. The plan is to do that through until Tarawera, the Ultra Trail 50, at the beginning of February. The diet over the next month will be interesting.
No normal meal.
Because it's completely new.
Basically salads, juices, and any concoction of fruits and vegetables that we can fashion. Raw seeds and nuts. That's about it.
So after Tarawera, I'll sit down, work out how it's all gone. Hopefully I can look at getting back into shape to have a crack at a 3-hour marathon pace. But the main thing is to get time on the feet over the next 3 months and to lose some weight, because this past week has been pretty bad.
A month is going to be really challenging for me, but also for Neil, because he eats meat. I was getting a little bit too attached to food, a little bit too emotional about food, and also red wine, and it was just getting a bit out of hand, and I can feel that in the way my body shape is changing. I can feel it in the way it's more difficult for me now to get out and run, and so it was time to draw a line in the sand and just change things up a little bit. So I came to the decision that I would do this raw vegan challenge, I'm calling it, because it will be a challenge. I started talking about it with a few people, and a couple of friends said they'd be interested in giving it a go, even if it was just one raw vegan meal a day or substituting some snacks. And so we've got a little private Facebook group going, and everybody's starting to share their ideas. All right, I've just brought the shopping home for week 1 of our raw vegan challenge. There's lots here. It actually really made me realise how much packaging there is around fruit and veg. It's pretty sad, actually. I'm going to have to rethink where I do my shopping, I think, because I can't really justify that. I've taken quite a few things out of their packets. And I mean, stuff like this, there's no reason, kiwi fruits have to be in a packet. So yeah, I've pretty much bought a bit of everything because I figure variety is the key here. Lots of fruit. We've got some raw nuts. Some of the key ingredients that I expect to be using quite a bit of are the ginger. obviously the almond milk at the back here. I've got some bananas down in there, lots of avocados. I think I've got about 6 or 8 avocados. There's some sauerkraut down in here. That's something that we wouldn't normally buy, so that's something that's going to be a little bit different. One of my big concerns is that lunch and dinner seem to be very much the same thing. And I'm, as much as we could have salads every lunch and dinner for a month, and I'm sure you would be fine and you would survive, and if you had the right protein elements and iron and vitamin C and all the necessary goodies in there, that you'd be great. But it doesn't appeal to me, which again is my attachment to food. We've got some organic garlic and some ginger that are going to make some nice dressings. I've never ever had to buy radishes before in my life. I'm a gardener and that really irks me to do that, so I have to go and plant some radishes now. There's some beetroot in there. Yeah, a bit of everything. Lots of fruit, lots of celery, so lots of crunchy salads. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult with such a beautiful variety. I'm going to soak some chia and some cashews for breakfasts, and we've also got some quinoa in the cupboard that I will be soaking as well for brekkies. Some little pots with some vanilla essence and yeah, some of this Toyo dairy-free raw vegan diet. See how we're going to go. If you look at it on a plate, it can be really colourful and interesting. You know, you can have strawberries mixed in with salad stuff, mixed in with some dried fruit, mixed in with some nuts, and it's yummy. But the thought of doing that day after day after day for a month is challenging. Yeah, no chocolate. People on the challenge are doing it to various degrees. So some people are only having a raw food snack once a day. Yeah, it's just about doing things a little bit better, at least for a month, and just being aware of stuff.
Why is it that as you get older, and I'm 53, why is it that how is it that the older you get, the quicker you lose your fitness and the quicker you can put on weight? It's just not fair. And why is it that the older you get, the harder it is to get that fitness back and to lose that weight? I'm in for a tough time over the next month.
We both are. Green goddess dressing for our salads today. It's going to really add a creamy element to our salads, so I think it'll make husband's life a bit easier for lunch. Yeah, it's yum. It's got really nice consistency too. So I just thought I'd show you this quickly. Wazzed it up, took about, I don't know, 30 seconds in the NutriBullet, and I tasted it expecting I'd have to add stuff and play with it, but I don't. It's really yummy. Yum! It's good. Right, so that's lunch, day one. Let's see what husband has to say about this when he sees it.
It looks like food, so I think it looks good.
Can you see what you've got there?
I've got avocado stuff, lettuce, mandarin, homegrown tomatoes, beetroot. I think
there's no beetroot.
Oh, isn't it beetroot there?
No.
Oh, okay, so what's that?
It's cranberries.
Cranberries, I'd say that's sauerkraut.
Yep.
Cucumber.
That's right, we know you know how to identify your veggies.
And is it beans or spring onion?
It's beans and snow peas.
Water with berries in it. Yay.
I'm just waiting here in the car park at the moment for my boy Banjo. We're going for our first run together. I've come over to the north side and I'm just waiting. He's finished TAFE and he's going to meet me here shortly, and then we're going to go out and do my first MAF run. But my first run with Banj. He took up running about a month ago and he's doing awesome. I am doing a 10-minute warm-up
10-minute cool down, all of them at the low end of my MAF rate, which will be around 123 beats per minute. At the moment, sitting here, I'm on 79, so I'm not going to be moving very fast. And then I'm going to do 3K out and back, or sticking under that 133 beats per minute. So we'll see how that goes.
First run back in 3 weeks after giving the ankle a bit of a rest, done, and first MAF run done. Got to be honest, that felt pretty uncomfortable. Trying to stick to my calculated heart rate of 127 wasn't easy. There's a couple of times there where it spiked and I had to slow right down and to get it back into the right range. Found it really uncomfortable to run at that speed. But only day one. I'm sure it'll get easier as the days progress. Look, just really happy to be back running. Ankle felt great, no issues at all. The only issue was it felt a bit uncomfortable trying to keep my heart rate at that level, at that speed. So onwards and upwards.
Okay, it's lunchtime on day 2 of our raw vegan challenge.
We're failing.
I just fainted on a client. I can't be doing that. So
I've got no energy. All I want to do is go back to bed and sleep. And it's cold.
We're freezing, and it's not cold, but we're freezing. Okay, so my assessment from this is we haven't eaten it. I can't even speak. My God, we haven't eaten enough quantity to get in the calories that we need. Like, it's only been 1 day, but I couldn't have, and you couldn't have eaten any more salad. We had a big salad for dinner. It had dressing on it, and what did we have for dinner?
We had unstir-fried cabbage.
No, it wasn't cabbage. It was cauliflower. It was cauliflower rice, stir-fry rice that wasn't stir-fried, and carrot chips on the side, which was good and fine, and I thought it was yummy and everything, but I don't think it's given us what we need because we're both feeling like crap.
Yeah.
I've got another client this afternoon, and so we've done a bit of a reassessment. We're going to ease ourselves into this a bit more than we have. So I think the plan from here for the next day or two is to stay vegan, definitely, which is a step for both of us, and potentially raw vegan breakfast and lunch. So 2 meals a day, and then maybe something cooked but still vegan for dinner. I'm thinking might be the go.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's just, I know it's a detox process, and I know, if we ate more volume and more, like, I don't know, balls of dates and stuff and all that things, it'd be better, but
Just can't eat any more. That
salad
stuff that we had last night. Like, we had a huge bowl and it was filling.
And it was a lot of chewing.
But, yeah, my jaw was so sore.
We're bad at this. Oh my God. You never see anyone on YouTube who goes, I did a raw vegan challenge and I lasted 1 day. Look, we're going to keep plugging away, but we've just made ourselves a raw vegan smoothie. Banana, almond milk, dates, and yeah, we're just going to see how that makes us feel, and then maybe reassess. Well, it's no different. We just haven't had a smoothie yet.
No.
It's still raw vegan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we just thought we'd update you. Hopefully we can get back on track, because I don't want to let this go. It's important to me, but I don't want to have to reschedule clients and things around it either. I've got to be able to function.
Your health's important.
Yeah, and we've got to be able to run
Fainting all the
and
time.
do stuff. It's just that. So we're going to take a step back, be a bit sensible, try and get some more calories in today, and just take each day as it comes and see how we go. But we wanted to give you an honest recount of what's happening, because we both feel like absolute crap. And these are the most words I've strung together in about 4 hours. All right.
We are at Minibee! Just finished the 3rd K of this MAF run. It's part of Menippi Park run, and I did 6:52. The previous 2 Ks were over 7-minute Ks. So, just interesting watching the heart rate. Now it's 136, gotta stop. That was K4, about 133 beats per minute, and I'm doing about 7:10 pace, or I was average for that one. So I think that's because it's getting hotter. How'd you go with MAF?
Yeah, I went pretty good. Went better than the other morning, but had a couple of spikes, but I was able to slow it down and bring the heart rate back to where it was supposed to be.
Was there much walking?
No, I didn't walk. I try not to walk, because morning was a lot more comfortable than the other morning.
Well, that's good, and your legs aren't hurting as much.
The quads are still sore.
Are they?
Yeah, they're still giving a little bit of an angry reaction.
Your marathon legs?
Marathon,
You
yeah.
haven't done a marathon.
No, I haven't done a marathon for 2 years, but I've definitely got DOMS.
It's delayed.
It's a 2-year delay. I think it's just been from that, from the diet. I think that's just taking a little while to get used to.
Yeah, possibly. All right. Yeah, I found it all right. I was surprised that my watch is right. I basically did 7:15s. There was 1K that was under 7, but I had to do a little bit of walking. But it was more when I took my eye off the ball, so to speak, and was filming or looking at someone or talking or whatever, that it started to spike, because I just sort of got into a natural rhythm. So that's it's something I'll have to get used to. That's really the first proper MAF run I've done. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and it was hard and easy being in amongst a heap of people. You go quicker,
Yeah.
but you know you can't. But then it's easier once you sort of find some people that are running the pace you need to go, and if you stick with them, then you don't sort of need to look down at your watch all the time.
But the other thing I found difficult in a group like Parkrun too, where it's quite congested all the way along, is that you have to stop-start a little bit. And, you know, you overtake someone and they don't know your MAF training. So when you overtake them and then you have to slow down 2 minutes up the track, they get they get woohoo because they've overtaken you, and it's sort of push me, pull you the whole way. And I don't really like that, because I feel like I'm interrupting with other people's rhythm a little bit, and they don't know what you're doing, so they don't know why you stop starting. They just think you're, you know, one of those people who run ahead and then can't keep up, but run ahead and can't keep up. Okay, off to coffee now.
Off to have tea.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Still off the coffee.
No
Week
coffee.
without coffee so far.
Tea or a smoothie?
See what they got.